So my Xbox 360 controller's A button got stuck and then wouldn't come out. And then when I went to clean it, something started jingling inside and the A button temporarily came loose and then got stuck again. So that sucked.
Incredible. I have only heard stories of such marvels. But to see one up close... Is there not a similar device in Azad?
This lift will bring us to the throne room. But wonder of wonders, it seems to have stopped working. I will try and return it to life.
I do hope to visit Azad someday.
Oh, get it? Because Azad is where the first game took place. Mostly. When you weren't sacking her home. Oops. Oh, wait, that's literally right where I came from. Anyway, so because that button wasn't... or because it wasn't working, I switched to a Switch controller, and because this game is just so much better than the other two about things working, Switch controller is actually working. Although I did have to change some buttons. I did have to switch the A and B buttons functions because they're swapped. A, B, X, and Y are swapped in their positions versus on what am I thinking? They're swapped in their positions versus on a an Xbox controller. Ah, there we are. X and Y are, because X and Y being switched actually is going to work out to my advantage because now I can just play it like Warrior Within. So I'm not worried about that. Well, that's certainly an interpretation of the button inputs that I use. Hang on a second, let me get some shit open. Twitch. There we go. So we're very close to the end of the game now. Okay, they know me. Okay. What? I'm very confused right now. Okay, so I just keep hitting them and then they get knocked. I hit them once with the dagger. Wait. No, I was hitting them with the axe and they were getting knocked down. Okay. Whew. Maybe I do need to get used to this a little more than I thought. I'm sorry, what? I'm glad that failsafe is in there, but what? Let's try that again. No, it definitely looks like I had the right idea, it just... Okay. Oh, I bet I know. Because in this game you can do this. And I'm pressing the wrong button. There we go.
I am sorry.
What?
I said I'm sorry. I never apologized for the way I acted, for the things I said, for who I was.
I owe you an apology as well. It was unfair of me to accuse you of such terrible things.
But I have done terrible things.
We all make mistakes, Prince. The difference is that you have accepted yours. I saw what you did at the workshop. And what the old man said is true. You are a prince.
You're killing me.
Excuse you, that's not the direction I pressed. You threw off my groove. Oh, hello. What is this nonsense? Oh. Okay.
What was that?
I mean, I kind of agree with him. I want it. Let's see. I'll take the sand refills. They're much less stingy with sand refills in this game versus Warrior Within. Okay. Oh, okay. No. Slow motion it is. Alright, we're in the clear now. Oh. When you find the secret instead of what you actually meant to find. Oops. Yeah, that works out. Oh, that's messing with my head a little bit. But I made it. What, so there's one left? So I've either missed one in the game, which is possible. And I mean, it's not like it's necessary to get all of them. There's no secret ending that you get for finishing them all. So it's my understanding that they had to restart development on this game at some point. Let's see. There's nothing I can do there. Ah! Because like there's an earlier version of the game that like was shown off at some point that ended up not being what we got. And I'm actually pretty okay with that. Because like I kind of think this game hits the sweet spot on the length, where like I don't want it to be much longer than it is, and Warrior Within I think was a little too long. Just a little. Not like by a crazy amount or anything. I pressed the wrong button to do a stealth kill. Alright.
Maybe Babylon is better off in Zurban's hands. Oh, did I hurt your feelings?
I mean, that was a pretty shitty thing to say. Okay.
We are nearly there. Soon everything will be better.
You seem a bit too excited about what is to come.
No, Prince, you have simply forgotten your mission. That you do not share in my joy indicates as much.
Whoa! Okay, so these are grab-proof enemies. Which makes it so they threw in enemies that don't want you to grab them. I mean, fair. But they also didn't seem to add any enemies that you can't do the vault over. Seems odd. And now they have a joke about pomegranate.
What is your favorite color?
Color?
Shall I repeat the question?
Blue.
Blue? That's not my favorite color.
What is the point of this?
Must every conversation we have be so serious? I know so little about you.
Very well. Then, what is your favorite food?
The pomegranate, of course.
I do not like pomegranates.
What is wrong with you?
They are messy, impossible to eat with dignity. So much work for a few seeds.
But is it not the effort that makes them that much sweeter?
I think I'm going to be sick.
What is this place?
I'm in more agreement with the Dark Prince there.
It is the heart of the Hanging Gardens. These are the instruments of life, regulating and running everything.
Prince! Watch out!
Why do they moan like that? Why did...
Wait until they stop moving before you attack them.
Oh my god. Oh great, it's 180 degrees. Oh. Ah. Sneaky game. Lots of ivy. I have to give them credit for realizing that these 2D ivy plants, they're sprites basically, things like that tend to look pretty good, and I think they age pretty well. Oop. Waiting. There we go. It's like all you'd have to do to make that look really, really nice is actually just replace those with something higher res. And like even this, like even though it's still relatively low res, it still looks pretty nice in my opinion. Okay. There's what I'm going for. We're so close to the end, I can tell. I distinctly remember that elevator conversation being very close to the end of the game. I'm gonna guess I need to get on top. How did I know?
Is this where I should resume the tale next time?
Very good. Alright. Ah, look at that. Landscape view actually being useful. I wish they took advantage of the landscape view a little more. So I feel like it's all you would need to make some pretty interesting looking puzzles. Okay. Sure. Also, yes, I'm totally gonna do this to this guy. I pressed the right button this time. Meanwhile, his bro's just chilling over there. Thanks for letting me do like those 2 complete combos on you. Also, this weapon doesn't seem to be losing durability. So that's cool.
It's so beautiful.
Whoa.
What is he like? Your father?
He is a good man. No, a great man. Strong, loyal, kind, forgiving.
What is it?
That is to say, we did
Your
not
side
part
weapon.
on the best of terms.
Your side weapon sticking through your arm,
It
dude.
was many years ago. I was young and full of pride, full of fear as well. He offered to listen, but I could not find the words, would not find them. And I only hope that I may see him once more, to say that I am sorry. But this is a story for another time. Let us speak of other things. Surrounded by so much sadness, we should not succumb ourselves. Returning to the matter at hand, I cannot get to you from where I am.
I can close another shutter then. Let us regroup ahead.
All right. Sure. Wait. Very nice. Hey. Okay. What did I gain there? Sandstorm. Another unnecessary power.
There is still no way for me to get to you.
Sandstorm
However, you can reach the
powers.
throne room from where you stand, and I can pass through the greenhouse. This will certainly bring us to the same location.
Be careful, Prince.
Okay. I might have actually screwed myself out of the, I might have screwed myself out of Final Secret. Let's find out. Okay. This is one way to go, certainly. Nope. We're going back in time for that one. Nope, we're going back in time for that one. Still prefer this to actually fighting these guys. So let's see, use that and get up there. So is there any meaningful difference then between... Nope. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, it looks like I was mistaken. I did go the correct way, / the only way. Honestly, they had the foundations of an incredible...
Should I continue from here? I will continue my story from here next time.
They had the foundations of an incredible game here. And they created a pretty good one instead. Oh. Alright, let's... Let's get some more sands. I got way closer to that than I thought I could. One final puzzle for me then. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Is there any reason to do this? Nope. Nope. That's what the sands are for. It'll let you experiment a little bit. Okay, let's try this one then. Okay, so that's not correct. Okay. Ah, hello. Thank you for the 10 sand credits. I'm not salty that it's a secret and it should be worth more than that. No, why would I be salty about that? Oh. So that's interesting. I didn't consider that. Nope. Oh, I see. I see what to do. Man, I remember looking at the original Prince of Persia and being like, oh wow, that's some really good animation. It's a shame that everything takes so long to do because it's all this rotoscoped stuff. Like very slowly and meticulously rotoscoped. Whereas like... Wait. What? Okay. I guess that's what I'm supposed to do. And I can come over here, drop. Let's be safe, drop again, jump over, raise this up. Realize that wasn't what I was supposed to do. Lower it back down. Jump over here, jump over to here. Jump back over to this guy. Realize it's the wrong way to go. Drop back down. Jump over. Be thankful I didn't die that time. Roll over to here. Jump up. And then over to that platform there. And then up like this. Lower it back down. Go over to that one over there this time. Skip the central, then skip the corner if I can. Attempt to push it in the other direction. There we go. Be thankful I didn't just tumble off the corner. Oh my god. The struggles in this game. Alright, now we're good. That wasn't so bad. A little less strange to me than the statue puzzle. And now all three of them are up. And then Farah's suddenly there. Is he gonna make me watch this whole thing? Oh, we're definitely gonna be finishing this game soon, I think. I guess it's gonna depend on how the Vizier fight goes in the end, doesn't it? Because that may or may not end up taking a little bit. Hold on. I'm just curious to see if there are any secrets in this room. Nope, doesn't look like it. Now I'm intentionally going with the angle that leaves you unable to see the ruins. I hope the Sands of Time remake does well enough for them to consider remaking the other games.
Do not take another step. I am impressed you made it past my little welcoming party. Impressed, but also quite annoyed. You have robbed me of my strongest allies. It would be unfair of me not to return the favor. Farah will make an excellent queen, fit for a god. Although we will need to make some modifications.
Let her go!
You act as though you have a say in the matter. Which you don't. Say hello to your—
The prince was cast to his death into a pit of darkness.
Hello to my what?
Robbed of Farah, distanced from the vizier. He had been warned that his journey would not end well. Ah, but do not be surprised. The prince's transformation saved him. Sometimes good can come of ill. Sometimes. Is this where I should resume the tale next time?
Sure. Wouldn't let me save over an old slot there.
Once again, you have denied us victory. How many times did I warn you that nothing good would come of pursuing that girl? We would not be in this situation if you had just stayed focused.
Enough! All you do is taunt and insult me. I do not know what you are planning, but I know that I do not trust you. And I am ashamed that I ever did.
I have nothing but noble intentions.
I understand now what it means to be noble, and you are none of those things.
You self-righteous bastard!
I have put up with you for entirely too long. Be silent. Let me finish my task. And then we shall see what to do about you.
Oh yes, I forgot who's really in charge.
Whoa. I'm like actively thinking in my mind because I'm using a different controller. Press the opposite button that I'm thinking I should. Or rather, the opposite button from what my, the opposite button from what my mind is like, press it! There we go. There we are. All right. Almost forgot which button to press. Ah, so graceful. There's literally actually no point when you're the Dark Prince and in combat of like blocking. Like, yeah, you're continuously taking damage, but every time you get sands, you get full health back.
Listen,
So.
Prince, and look around. We are in a well. But do you hear water? Do you see it? Feel its moist embrace? Why, I think it's gone. I think the Vizier has drained it. How long do you think you can maintain your health and control of the body?
So far, I've had no
Tick-tock,
reason.
Prince. Tick-tock.
Okay.
Feeling thirsty? Feeling dry? Oh, am I distracting you?
Okay. That wasn't so bad. I think this is the final Dark Prince segment. Whew! Gotten that close. Wait. What? Ah. There it is.
Time is precious. Time is fleeting. Time is something you have too little of.
If he says so. Ah.
Oh, would you like a drink?
Okay, he's starting to get annoying now. Even though I do think that he's probably the best written character in this game. Wait, what? I am so confused. Also, I'm dead. That's a whole other thing. Yeah. So I need to not get hit by as many of the obstacles there. This is probably one of those cases where if I had skipped on a few of those life upgrades, it would have been a problem.
Tick-tock,
Although-
Prince. Tick-tock.
Maybe. Okay, don't just repeat the same timing.
Feeling thirsty. Feeling dry. Oh, am I distracting you?
Okay. That's probably not good enough. Although these are here too, so that I guess it's kind of a moot point now. Also, I'm not wasting time on this one, so that's going to be significant for the amount of health I have.
Time is precious. Time is fleeting. Time is something you have too little of.
What?
would you like a drink?
Okay. 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 Let's back that up a bit. Oop. That's doing much better.
Father's sword. But what is it doing here?
Oh no.
Oh, come on now. Did you really expect to find him alive? Even after everything you have experienced, still you hold out hope.
Oh, Father. What have I done?
What now, then? Gather up enough sand, perform another grand rewind? Or perhaps you can return to the island and travel back to a time when he might still be saved. Maybe rescue a damsel in distress along the way.
No! You are right. I have been like a child.
What?
Naive and arrogant, always rushing to undo my mistakes.
No, no,
Never
no.
facing the consequences of my actions.
I'm sorry.
No more. I accept what I have done, and all that it implies.
I don't buy that as an arc.
What is this? You have no water? How did you...
You hold no power over me now. Begone. Retreat to whatever dark hole spawned you, and do not trouble me again.
That's dumb.
Oh, you do not seem to like the light.
Very good. Oh, okay. So many of them just gone. Alright, I have to give them credit. This is good use of lighting. This is pretty cool. What do I do now? Ah, fair enough. I bet that's not a mechanic they're gonna use a lot.
Shall I continue my... Good. This is a fine place to start the tale next time.
You know, I wonder if they intended for this game to be closer to what Assassin's Creed ended up being. Where you could, like, I wonder if they intended for Babylon to be like an open world. And then they defaulted back to this more level-based structure. Or, I say level-based, this more linear structure.
You may not be able to see these creatures, but you can still hear them.
Yeah, it's a good thing he can, because I certainly can't. Also, there are no ropes in this game. What the hell, man? Wait, do I want to go that way or do I want to go that way? Let's go this way first. Oh! Guess that answers that. This has to be a thing for a reason, right? Oh, is this the intended way? It was.
Is this where I should resume the tale next time?
It's weird. That doesn't seem to always work. This is a cool area. I've been okay with there being like one other area like this in the game. I don't know how I feel about that mechanic, because I feel like it's just kind of... The way they use it in the other games, it makes some sense, because as he's twirling around the rod's also like bending a bit, so you can kind of take advantage of the spring action to get extra height off of his swing. Whereas like if you're jumping off the top of it, it doesn't have that advantage of the spring action. So I'm not sure it makes a whole lot of sense for the... I'm not sure it makes a whole lot of sense to get more height off of them by jumping off the top of it. I mean, I guess you could, but functionally that's not how it happens. Functionally that's not what's happening, right? It just looks like he just jumps straight off of it.
And so the prince's eyes had finally been opened to the true nature of his corrupt half, that cruel and charismatic voice which once whispered in his ear. It had subtly encouraged our burdened hero to do wrong. But now, the voice was stilled. The prince's mind once more his own.
So that's the thing that bothered me.
Shall I continue my story
Because
from here if you are called away?
Plunging the dagger into the hourglass in the first game was like... That was unambiguously the right choice. Right? And like... While I understand the element of like... you're avoiding the consequences of your actions, so to speak. The actions were not exactly like... It's not like he did a thing because he knew what was going to happen, right? He was tricked into opening and unleashing the sands of time at first. I don't know. And like, arguably the only reason things turned out well in the first game is because he went and initially claimed the dagger. I don't know. This is an element of the narrative that doesn't work for me. once I get up here, let me take a look down there and okay, yeah. I was a little confused by the area that was right below me, but that was where I entered in from. Whoa! Fair enough. Why did his... How the fuck did his dad die when he had this OP sword? I don't know, seems a little... not quite buying that his dad would have died if he had this thing on him, you know what I mean? Okay, I see two ways to go, that way and that way. Okay, there's only one way that can actually go. I'm sure we'll find ourselves coming through there soon. That's not the right direction. That's not the direction I was pushing in at all. Okay. For some reason having a little bit of trouble remembering how to actually operate this.
Careful, these creatures seem to feed off the sands. Kill them before they steal any more from you.
Okay. So much for the inner voice being silent. Huh? Yeah, perfect example. You can see the rod that he's swinging from has some give to it. Anyway. Whoa. Anything else? Yep. Way to just... Are they just gonna keep coming? Because I'm kind of down to just keep killing them in one hit like this. Alright, I think that's it for them. Oh, look at that. I didn't even need to grab it. Which is odd to me, because there were some jumps in the game earlier where you had to do a very specific and precise, not hard precise, but precise nonetheless kind of jump to actually get it to work properly. So for that to just work like that is kind of weird to me.
strike while they are blind.
Oh, shut up. Huh. Oh, don't fall. There we go. Is that a thing? It looks like it is. Fair enough. What? That feel when you do everything right and you still get fucked over? There we go. Alright. Really? Suddenly the sands are a lot more sparse. Getting there.
Should I continue from here when you return?
No, I'll take that. I swear, it's the first time that enemy's actually given me that kind of trouble. What? I'm so confused. What's the point of giving me combat at this point in the game anyway, if I'm just gonna kill everything in one hit? Alright, if more spawn after that, okay. Let's see if we can get cut to the heart of this problem. Not like that, we can't. Whoa, hang on. What's this over here? They sound mad that I walked into their spawn area. How nice of those diamonds to be exactly where I need them to be. Later, suckers. Alright, what's next? Another save. Which seems really soon, but I guess they figure they did throw a bunch of enemies at you.
Continue my story from here if you are called away.
Really weird that that happened so suddenly, that we're suddenly at another save point. Well, I mean, with his father's sword, he doesn't really need to, worry too much about running into enemies anymore and being stealthy.
Should I continue from here when you return?
This is familiar. This is very reminiscent of the end of the first game. Less birds, though. Holy shit, this is so high up. Oh yeah, I can see the clear influence on Assassin's Creed. I mean... Is there a reason to do that? Okay, I gotta give that credit. Oh. I gotta give that credit for, it being, like, an element that's, like, useless to climb onto and move into, but actually has a practical reason for being there to ground it in the world, so I can, like, appreciate it. Good job not being hard to see there. And that's why the Dagger of Time is still amazing. Okay, go further back than that. Oh man, imagine getting to the top of this and then realizing, oh, it's actually a puzzle, quote unquote, where those... Imagine finding out that those levers are actually important, but you're like here before you find that out. Whoa! I actually could have survived that. Maybe. It seems like you could possibly run into the, What? That was weird. It seems like you could possibly run into the dagger hold spots. Anyway. There we are. Are we clear? Are we clear of this outside area? I think we are. That took less time, or that took more time than the royal kitchen did. Ow. I'm like so not worried about taking damage in combat right now that I really don't care about... What? Okay. Thanks, game. Just straight up glitching on me. That's the other good thing about the Sands of Time. That means they can fuck up and you don't have to care as much. No, I want that. Picking up a little bit of slack for the dev team there, Sands of Time. Alright. One game I'm really looking forward to playing, after having played this, is Forgotten Sands. Because I've never played Forgotten Sands. And I'm going to play that after I go to Prince of Persia, the 2008 game. But, yeah. Whoa. Another one of these, huh? The soundtrack in this game is very different from... Well, obviously it's very different from Warrior Within, which was very, edgy, like, here's some early mid-2000s hard rock heavy metal for you. And it's like, you know, I like music like that as much as the next person, but, you know. Actually, specifically, like, early mid-2000s hard rock. Actually, I'm very mixed on that. I'm more of a heavy metal guy, and just that music is kind of... It's like, it's got the aesthetics of being edgy, while not being as edgy as what I would like it to be. Easy enough. Is there an enemy around? Weird. Oh, there is. Stop that. There we are. Silly game, acting like I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. Whoa. Whew. Ah, there we go. Seems kind of arbitrary to make me stop climbing up that way, but okay. Yeah, but what's up here? Wait, one of these is the way forward and one of these is a secret. And I'm not sure which one is which. I'm guessing this one's the secret. Damn, that's quite the delay. Hey, I did it. that's just me fucking up. Alright. So, if this is not the way to go... which I'm not convinced that it's... Alright. I think I've been convinced that this is not the right way to be. So... let's go back and see what happens if I, drop down. Nothing can happen now because I skipped it.
Let me know when you have the time to hear more.
How far back does that put me? Because that seems like a long way back. What? Fuck you. Fuck you! Alright, next save point, I want to see how far back the save will put me. Maybe in the meantime we'll get lucky and realize that, like, it's not actually a save point, or it's not actually a secret or something to find. There we are. My jump button didn't work. My jump button worked a second later. My jump button worked exactly when I pressed it that time. I mean, that could also be the thing I was supposed to do. So am I fighting a bunch of these enemies now because they're the only ones that are an actual threat to me? Now that I have the sword that... kills every enemy in one hit. Yes, yes. Ooh. Please. Very nice. There we are. Now up this way. And then to here. How did I know? You know, the more I play this game, the more I think, like, the only reason that I like Sands of Time better is the story. Because, like, this game is superior in the gameplay department, I think. I'm pressing the button and he's... Do I need to press both buttons or something? Like, what is this shit? Alright. If this one doesn't work, then I'm gonna be really... I don't fucking know what to do there! Like, that's not my fault. Oh my god. This is so far back. Because of the game not registering my inputs correctly. Really? Fuck you. Do that now. Wrong inputs, game. Right as I was saying that I like your gameplay better than... Honestly, I like this one, the gameplay in this one, like, at least as much, if not more, than Warrior Within. Like, the combat itself isn't as fun, but I think that it makes up for that by having the stealth kills. There we are. So anyway, yeah, when I was wall running earlier, I'm trying to jump onto that elevator thing. I think that was just a case of the game saying, no, you're not supposed to be able to do this, rather than it being a case of, like, that's a thing you wouldn't be able to do. If the game fully operated by the rules that you come to expect, you would be able to do that, but it's not that kind of game, so... Anyway, the story's... The plot, I think, is fine. The way the story itself is written, I don't think is. Okay. Let's see if we can figure this out. What if I do it later? That's a workaround. That is a workaround. I'll take it. That's cool. Oh, nose itchy. Wait, what? Alright, that was probably just me being absent-minded. Yeah, it was me being absent-minded. Alright, that's a cool shot. Oh, please don't mess this one up. Oh, thank you. Okay, yeah, that's my fault. Alright, once we get this save, I'm going to... Yeah. I'm going to back out, load the old save.
Should I continue from here when you return?
The middle tower.
Tell me when
And I'm
you
gonna
can
see,
find
I'm gonna work my
more.
way back to that spot where I had the choice between dropping down or continuing in this direction and see what's over there. And who knows, maybe I'll just I can maybe redo that shit. Nah, fuck you. Wait! Wait, that's the fighting music? Okay, game. Ugh. Alright, so we'll raise this again. We're doing this again. So, like, the deal is, if that ends up being, like, the final health or something, I'm gonna have to, like, have a debate with myself over whether to, continue from there or not, because, like, if I were playing normally, I probably would, but... Anyway... The ending of this game seems to be suffering a lot from poor placement of save points. Like, there was 2 save points that were very close to each other, and then suddenly there were whoa, you weren't even there. Two save points that were very close to each other, and then suddenly there's this long gauntlet. Over we go. Whoa. Fortunately, you can just completely ignore enemies. Which kind of makes me happy, to be honest. Being able to just say, nope. Alright, here it is. What's in here? This is it, isn't it? This is the final health. You know what? Fuck it. I think if I get this, I'm gonna just go ahead and continue from here. It's repeating content, but at least the final save will be me with full health, with the full health bar. Done. There we go. I'm sometimes okay at this game. Full health bar. So one thing I found out, or I noticed when I was making sure that this controller works, is here. Let me get up here first. Is if you start moving in a direction and then you suddenly change position, you see how the prints like quickly slides in the direction you are turning away from. It was like very jolting. I was like, I wonder if there's a way to take advantage of... Whoa! I wonder if there's a way to take advantage of that. Oof. Need to do a better job of that. Yeah. Timing for that is actually really scary. Same for that, actually. There we are. Oops. Wrong button. That's what happens when you switch controllers partway through a game. Alright, but we've hit the checkpoint now, so we're on this portion of the game. Whoa! Back up. Okay. I was about to be upset. Alright, one more time through this. Which, I mean, I think the checkpoint for this area is pretty ridiculous, but I'm also betting that this part isn't meant to be hard. It's just when the game glitches out on you and makes it harder than it is actually designed to be. Then there's... Once more for old time's sake. Was this always? Yeah, it was. It's really weird. I think what threw me off was doing the stealth kill there. I need a more comfortable back position. If this is what I did all day, holy shit. Oh, come on. She wasn't even moving and I got hit by something. See, this part I remember. Whoa, getting close. So yeah, we've got full health. We've got the sword that one hit kills enemies, and I'm at least grateful that they let you play around with. I mean, they do in Warrior Within too, if you, like if you get the Sand Wraith power while, while at full health. Like, you have the potential to, you have the potential to get the water sword before you even, like, do the Sand Wraith section. Hey, I did that again. All right. Ooh. At least that one works properly. Those fucking jump panels, wall jump panels not working properly has been a nightmare. I'm glad that the 2008 game
I should resume the tale next time.
was like, all right. Excuse me. I'm glad the 2008 game was like, all right, you wrong direction. The 2008 game was like, all right, you feel like you're 12 again? Oh man, I know that feeling. I didn't actually play this game until I was a lot older than 12 though, to be honest. Just when the first game came out, that was fine. But it was a while before I was allowed to play M-rated games. In other words, when I started just buying games for myself, then I was allowed to start playing M-rated games. But yeah. I don't think I should have lived through that, but okay. Ooh. Hope they don't fuck up the remake of Sands of Time. And they give us remakes of Warrior Within and this game. I think a remake of Warrior Within has the potential to be really, really interesting. Because, like, there are so many elements of that game that are very, like, alright, this is very much a product of its time. And not in a good way. I feel like it could be a very interesting remake if they, like, give it the full treatment. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like this game, I feel like was barely an M rating. So like they tweaked like one or two things for the Wii version. And that was the difference between an M and a T for this game. Whereas like Warrior Within didn't feel like it needed to be M rated. You know what I mean? Like the TNA, the blood, the swearing, like all of it felt like edginess, like early mid 2000s edginess, just to bump up the rating. You know what I mean? I like Warrior Within, especially when I can get it to run. But, and yeah, I am also excited for the remake because playing it on PC, if you're not using a keyboard and mouse, which, why would I play a game like this with a keyboard and mouse? You know what I mean? Whoop.
You may wonder why I would let this come to pass. So many dead, and likely more to follow. An empire reduced to rubble. A prince cast to the streets and hunted like a common criminal. But I had seen the timeline. And of all the outcomes laid bare to me, this one held the most promise of them all. For the prince would have an opportunity to set things right. Watch now. See the thing of which I speak.
Your English is perfectly fine to me. so don't worry about that. Also, I'm a graduate student and I go to a university where like 60% of the graduate students at my school are actually foreign. So like, you know, your English is pretty good from what I can see, from what little I've seen of it. Oh, this is the boss fight, isn't it? Final, quote-unquote, final boss fight. Yep. Let's see if I remember how to do it.
Did I put those bullets?
And or can figure out how to do it.
Zurvan,
What is it?
in case I don't get the chance again.
You impudent pig! I offer you life eternal, and this is how you respond? Oh, I shall enjoy changing you.
Just seems so petty compared to
Prince.
what the previous
Not
game was
quite
like.
the homecoming you expected.
Whoa! Oh, okay. What? I'm so confused. Now what's he gonna do? The twins boss was, it's kind of hard, I thought.
Why do you even try to harm me? I am immortal.
Immortal perhaps, but not invincible.
What? This is not bad so far. Like, the twins is way harder than this.
You will pay for what you have done to my people.
Tantalum, things will be better now. You should thank me.
They live among mindless monsters in service to your madness.
It is the price of progress.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's getting a little harder now. It is pretty much the end of the game.
And clever.
Oh.
You would have made a fine addition to my army. But I'll use my collection of corpses will have to suffice.
I guess that was what I was supposed to do. Oh. Ooh. Oh, ah, fuck. Also, I switched controllers midway through, so the actions of the X and Y buttons are switched. So like that, it's the quick time, one of the quick time events. Let's go back a bit. You do have like a second or two. You have like a second to respond to the quick time events. Wait, really? He has so much of his health back. Whoa, no we don't. Okay, so there we go. Fuck! Okay. I don't think this is going to be a successful attempt. Or maybe it will be? Oh, no, this is... If I don't fuck this up, then... which I might. If he hits me once, I'm dead. Or not. Okay, so I have to do this without making a significant enough mistake that I die. Like that. Alright. Are there any cutscenes? Are there any checkpoints in this? He's a little hard towards the end. Part of it is remembering which buttons to press on my part, though. At least I can, also, he does, like, no damage. Yeah, so, FYI, if you beat the twins, you're, like, an hour and a half away, or, like, a little over 2 hours away from the end of the game. Like, the twins are pretty close to the end of the game.
Try to hunt. I am immortal.
Immortal perhaps, but not invincible.
He does so little damage in this stage. Huh. Wait a second.
You will pay for what you have done to my people.
Never mind.
Dancer, things will be better now. You should thank me.
They live among mindless monsters in service to your madness.
It is the price of progress.
Like, don't get me wrong, the hardest platforming segments in the game come after the twins. Oh, yeah. But like,
You would have made a fine
yeah.
addition to my army. But add you to my collection.
Sorry, paying attention to the quick time event right now. Those things are causing way more damage than he is. Alright, now what? So, what's your favorite of the trilogy? Because, like, I feel like this game has had the potential to be my favorite, because I think I like its gameplay loop the most overall. But, well, shit. Whoa, wait a second. I see what to do there, I think. Wait, what? Okay. Oh shit. What do? No! Right at the end. Yeah. So, upon replaying the trilogy, I think that this one had the potential to be my favorite. But, yeah, it sucks. This one had the potential to be my favorite. Like, if the writing was closer to on par with Sands of Time, this one would beat it over on the gameplay loop, I think. Because I do like the gameplay in this one overall a little more than Sands of Time.
Now where did I put...
Whoop. Oh, he actually did damage with it that time. There we go. But in terms of story, I think everyone would agree that Sands of Time is the best one, because like it's the right combination of good writing and good story.
Why did you even try to harm me?
Whereas Warrior Within just kind of is cringe that didn't age well on a lot of the story elements and presentation. I think overall though, Warrior Within, because it has kind of because it's kind of more of an open, I hate to say, kind of an open world that you can explore. Like, I think Warrior Within might be my favorite one to actually play through.
You will pay for what you have done to
It's
my
really
people.
weird. Because, like, I think Warrior Within's the one that I find the most easy things to criticize.
Monsters in service to your madness.
But, I don't know, I find it very enjoyable to play.
Quick and clever. You would have made a fine addition to my army.
Whoa!
But add you to my collection of books.
But like, I gotta give this one a lot of credit for like, it comes close to being the best of both worlds, where like it has the improved gameplay, or like the improved combat system of Warrior Within, even though I think the enemies in this game don't take advantage of it as well as they do in Warrior Within. And then, I think I like the stealth kills as an addition to this game more than most of the other things that the other games have added. So like, I enjoy the stealth kills way more than the combat system itself. And it's like, as the predecessor to the Assassin's Creed games, in a way, I think this game makes a lot of sense. Try not to use the sands unless I need to. Whoop. Whoop, get up there. Get over here. Grab here. Run along here. What a dirty ass trick. Really? Is this the loop I'm gonna get caught in? Let's see. Okay. I can survive that as long as I stand up on this before he can hit me with it. Okay, a little further. Whew. This is nerve-wracking. I've got one left. Do or die. Alright, there's no way they're gonna force me to press the button, right? Okay, no, they just leave it hanging for a while. The game's not over yet, by the way.
This is not what the dagger promised!
Bye.
This world was not meant for me, but there are others, and I will find my place just as you have found yours. Be free now, Prince. Your journey is at an end. What is it?
All that is yours is rightfully mine, and mine it will be.
Ugh. Gotta be one more segment. The ultimate kick in the crotch would be, okay, why are we stuck loading?
What did you expect? That when you slew the Vizier, I would simply disappear? Oh, but you are so blind. Your rage, your pride, your selfish ways, they gave me form and substance. Even with the sands gone, I have the strength to remain. And with the Vizier gone, I can take your place and rule the kingdom. And there is absolutely nothing you can do about it.
Okay. Is there any point to this? Okay. Trippy. Oh, what the hell? Did I mention that Assassin's Creed came out of these games?
Itself, you had the chance to be the greatest king the world has ever known. What wars you could have fought, what monuments you could have erected in your honor, what women you could have kept. But you failed me, Prince. You grew soft and sympathetic. My attempts to convince you to seek glory fell on deaf ears. So I bided my time, waiting for the proper moment to strike.
Okay. Hey, this is familiar.
You do not deserve what you have been given. Control of the world's greatest empire. With the power at your command, you could rule the world. You have squandered it, Prince. I would do it justice, and so it should be mine.
You are just a parasite! You deserve nothing!
What don't I? Have I not earned it? Do you think you would be here now if not for me? How many times did I save you? How many times did I unblock your path, take down your enemies, remind you of your mission? while all you did was cry about your father, and Kylina, and Farah, how everything bad always happens to you. Boo-hoo, Prince!
Your words are empty, have always been empty. You are just a desperate, selfish spirit.
If I am selfish, Prince, it is because you are. If I am ruthless and reckless and lacking in morals, it is because you are. I did not spin myself out of the ether. I was not conjured by some mad vizier. I am you.
No, I have seen the error of my ways, and I have atoned for the transgressions of my past. I am no longer that person.
Seasons change, tastes change, but people never change. And you delude yourself believing otherwise. Do not fight me. Set down your sword. Embrace me.
Okay, this is weird. This whole sequence is weird! Ooh. Also, it's very trippy to see when it's like, it's your full screen.
Like all your other enemies? Swing that sword, Prince! We've seen how well that works.
When this is full screen and it's all you're seeing, all the twisting and turning is extremely disorienting.
Such violence! Your anger serves only to feed me. So I have to ask, have you really changed? After all, I am still right here, standing before you.
Also, good use of either old assets or reused assets in some of these cases. Like he's getting lots and lots of flashbacks to different parts of the trilogy. It's like, as an ending to the trilogy, pretty good.
Prince, leave this place. It reeks of sadness and cruel intentions. You must not chase this shadow. Turn away. Wake up.
Also,
I will lead you.
Something about her hair, her ponytail flinging through her neck.
No! What are you doing? Do not ignore me. Do not leave me behind.
Bye, Felicia.
Wake
All
up.
right. Oh, my back
Wake
hurts.
up.
Farah?
Are you all right?
I think it's finally over.
That's a lot of cleavage. Holy shit. I wasn't expecting that.
Prince, there's still something I don't understand. How did you really know my name?
Most people think time is like a river that flows swift and sure in one direction. But I have seen the face of time, and I can tell you, they are wrong. Time is an ocean in a storm. You may wonder who I really am, and why I say this. Come, and I will tell you a tale like none you have ever heard.
Best bit of writing in this game is the ending. Great ending. I have to say, great way to end it. Like, I'm not... Like... There are parts of this game where I listen to the writing and it's like, alright, you're trying to capture the magic of the first game, and it's just not working. Like when Farah and the prince are talking in the elevator. Yeah, it is perfect. The, what was I thinking? Like, there's a scene whenever they're both in an elevator going up, and Farah asks him what his favorite color is. And he asks, after he answers, he asks her what her favorite fruit is, and they have this conversation about pomegranates being too much work, but that making them better at the end. And it's like, the only part of that I like is the Dark Prince's, the Dark Prince in his head is saying, like, I think I'm gonna throw up. Because it's like, that's how I'm feeling. It's a very cringy scene. And like, a lot of the writing in this game is just, it's trying, but it doesn't quite capture it for me the way the first game does. And this game is trying to be, it's trying to have a character arc for the prince where he goes basically from the Warrior Within prince back to the Sands of Time prince in a way, but also grows. And it kind of does that. And it's also just in general trying to be kind of, it's trying to be a best of both worlds of the previous two games. And in some ways it succeeds, and in the ways that it doesn't, that's why it kind of becomes like not my favorite in the trilogy. Even though there's a lot of elements about it that I like. I think this one has, I think, the best mechanics and the best potential for a game, but the execution didn't quite get there for me. So like, yeah. But I really enjoyed playing through it again. PC glitches aside, there are some issues if you play it on PC, if you don't have your settings just right. Like things like you won't be able to slide down a chain, or one issue I ran into actually in this session was there's one of those springboard panels that like you jump off of while warrowing, and it's supposed to propel you to these dagger catches, and the dagger catch wasn't working. So I had to like angle it so that it instead propelled me to like the ledge that the dagger catches are supposed to send you into. Rick Miller. Let me see something real quick. Because in this game, the prince has the same voice actor as the first game, Yuri Lowenthal. And they have a different actor for the second game, which, credit where it's due. Like, if you didn't know that, you could buy that it's the same guy from game 1 to game 2. Sort of, I think. I thought so, at least. But it's kind of obvious. It's more obvious going from Warrior Within to this one, that it's a different guy. I don't know, maybe that's just me speaking. Let me see. Oh, okay. Fair enough. That's fair enough. Let's see. So I'm looking at the Wikipedia page for Warrior Within, because I want to know... Okay, Robin Atkin Downes is the prince's voice in English in Warrior Within. Trying to see what else the guy's been in. Yeah, that's fair enough. I'm too young to understand French if it makes you feel any better. I can speak a little French, and I can probably read French better than I can speak it, but it's been years since I've actually actively done that, so I probably wouldn't be able to do it very well now. Okay. Anyway, the Warrior Within Prince's English voice actor is in a few games. I mean, French, you can say French is hard. English is also hard. It's just I grew up with English, so. What? Right, left, down, down, up, down, up, down, down. Telephone of sorrow,
Should I
huh?
continue from here when you return? Good. This is a fine place to start the tale next time.
Strange. All right. That's the two thrones. Let's see.